What made you finally stop tolerating disrespect from your partner? My girlfriend Scarlett made it clear she'd rather be anywhere else as we pulled up to her sister's house for her kid's 5th birthday party. Scarlett hates kids with every fiber of her being. I practically jumped out of the car. The second we arrived, she positioned herself by the drinks, scrolling her phone while I gravitated toward the kid's bounce house. That's when I saw him, little Theodore, sobbing near the gift table, his Spider-Man balloon floating away. I didn't think. I grabbed another balloon, twisted it into a terrible dog shape, crossed my eyes, and made it bark. Theodore's tears stopped. He laughed. Then I felt the sting across my face. Scarlett had slapped me hard. "Stop acting like a effing kid," she hissed, her voice dripping with disgust. "You're embarrassing me." Theodore's smile vanished. Parents stared. She didn't even notice. She just walked away, leaving me standing there with a balloon dog in my hand, wondering what I'd done wrong by making a child stop crying. I found a folding chair in the corner and collapsed into it, my face still burning. Then I felt a small hand tugging my sleeve. Theodore stood there, holding a cold juice box from the cooler, his balloon dog tucked under his other arm. "For your OE," he whispered. My chest tightened. Before I could thank him, a voice came from behind me. That was the funniest thing I've seen all day. Scarlett's sister Mariah stood there, arms crossed, but she was smiling. Not the fake, polite kind, but genuine. The balloon dog bark? Theodore hasn't stopped talking about it. She pulled up a chair beside me, lowering her voice. I also saw what happened after. My heart stopped. "I'm sorry if I caused a scene." "Don't." Mariah's voice was firm. "Don't apologize for making my son laugh." She glanced toward Scarlett, who was still glued to her phone by the drinks table. "I'm going to say something, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but does she do that often?" I didn't know how to answer that. Mariah must have seen it in my face because she continued. "Theodore's father hasn't shown up to a single birthday. Not one. Won't even FaceTime. But you." She watched Theodore, who was now showing the balloon dog to another kid. "You got down on his level in 30 seconds. Most men can't be bothered. Kids deserve to be seen," I said quietly. "I know what it's like when they're not." Something shifted in Mariah's expression. "What do you mean?" I hadn't meant to say it, but it came out anyway. I grew up in foster care, 7 houses before I aged out. No one really noticed me. I was just there. I rubbed the back of my neck. I guess I just don't want any kid to feel invisible like I did. Mariah went very still. When she spoke again, her voice was softer. "And Scarlett knows this?" I nodded. "And she still..." Mariah looked toward her sister with something that resembled disgust. "You know what? Theodore's father couldn't be bothered to remember his own son's birthday. But a man who gets slapped for making a child smile and still shows up?" She leaned closer, then her voice raised just enough to carry across the yard. "Honestly, if my sister doesn't lock you down, I know about 10 single moms who would marry you tomorrow. Hell, I'd consider it myself." Across the yard, Scarlett had noticed us. Her phone was down. She was staring at Mariah sitting close to me, at Mariah's hand on my arm, at the intensity of our conversation. Her expression changed from bored to alert, jealous maybe, or territorial. She started walking over with her heels digging in the grass, her marching over to us. Scarlett appeared beside us, face flushed. "We need to go. Now." She grabbed my arm hard. Mariah didn't move. "We were just talking about..." "I don't care." Scarlett pulled me up from the chair. "Get away from my boyfriend." The conversation around us died. Parents stopped mid-sentence. Kids kept playing, oblivious. Mariah stood slowly, crossing her arms. "Your boyfriend? The one you hit 30 minutes ago?" Scarlett's grip tightened on my arm. "That's none of your business. You made it everyone's business when you slapped him in front of children." Mariah's voice carried across the entire yard now. "At my son's birthday party." "Mariah, stop." "No, you stop." Mariah stepped closer. "You don't get to hit him, humiliate him, ignore him all day, and then get territorial the second someone else sees his value." She looked at the other parents. "She called him a effing kid for making my son laugh. Tell me that's not insane." Murmurs rippled through the crowd. Scarlett's face went from red to white. "You want to claim him now?" Mariah's laugh was cold. "You should have done that before you raised your hand to him." "We're leaving," she hissed, yanking me toward the gate. "I'm not leaving. Someone here appreciates kindness. Plus Mariah's single, so..." I shut the gate door in her face.